Hi fishy folks, and happy Sunday fun day to you. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. The weather here in Jersey was fantastic. Let's talk about the weather a little bit though. Today is actually Saturday, but yesterday, Friday in South Jersey, the high was only like 71 where I am, and the low in the morning of Saturday morning was in the 50s, upper 50s. Now, guppies can handle upper 50s, at least the guppies I have outside have been able to handle it for a night or two, but this week the highs are going to be in the upper 70s to low 80s. The lows are going to be in the upper 50s. So normally my plan was going to be leave them out as long as possible, but next weekend I will be at Super Cichlids all weekend for their grand opening starting September 21st. You guys should, if you're anywhere within a 2 or 3 hour drive of Dover, Delaware, head down to Super Cichlids for the grand opening. It is going to be amazing. I know they have a plethora of giveaways, and it's just a great shop. So go ahead, check it out, Super Cichlids. Anyway, because I'm going to be there, I'm not going to be here to take the guppy ponds down, which was sort of my target weekend. So I'm going to take them down this weekend, and so I'm going to film taking them down. I'm going to show you the amazing mutt guppies I have. Hopefully a huge harvest of red cobras, because as you know, red cobras seem to be the best selling guppy ever on my website. So red cobras. Also, I have blue deltas. Now I didn't cover the blue deltas, so I'm concerned. I know there's fry. I know there was fry at least at some point. I want to see how we did. Next year I'm definitely covering anything. I know I said I was going to do that this year, but I'm lazy and life got in the way, and so there you go. Anyway, today I'm basically going to harvest all the fish. I'll probably clean up the ponds later or in 2 weeks. I do plan to drain them, however. Don't worry, I'm fine. And so I'm going to film all that and show it to you guys. Also, on michaelsfishroom.com, because of the massive mutt guppy harvest, there is a sale on mutt guppies until the end of September, guys. That's right, folks. Typically, or normally, 5 mutt guppies, $25 plus shipping. You can also buy a 5-pack of males if you like, because I seem to have a ton of males. And a lot of people don't want babies. They don't want to have to deal with fry and possibly getting rid of them or overcrowding their tanks. So, boom, you can buy a 5-pack of mutt guppies. Have colorful, hardy fish, not have to worry about the fry. Anyway, back to the sale. Buy 5 mutt guppies, $25. For the rest of the September, buy 6 mutt guppies, $25. So basically you're getting 1 mutt guppy free. And that'll go for the 5-pack as well. So that'll be up on the website. Check out the website, michaelsfishroom.com, and buy lots of stuff. Also, don't forget teespring.com, search Michael's Fish Room, and you know, you can help support the channel that way by buying a cool shirt or a die-cut sticker. We also have the Cough Cough shirt. I have some other plans for shirts. I just got to get some artwork together and see how those go. So, all right, fishy folks, snack and a beverage. Stand by, get comfortable. This is going to be amazing. All right, fishy folks, so the first thing is to take off our fantastic net that we made for the top. If you remember, oh, well, that's could be a problem. Stand by. Nope. If you remember, I constructed this simply out of paw netting and 1x1s or banisters, pressure treated. And I used the weight of the banisters to hold the net taut against the top of the tank, the top of the tub. These are the 60-gallon Laguna totes that I bought. Kind of expensive on YouTube, I mean on Amazon, but maybe your local wholesaler or local shop can get them for you at wholesale, I should say. All right. That was the easy part, I think. Now, I'm going to get a bucket and take care of all the water hyacinth. And I have to save the Java moss. When I said in my last video when I cleaned out the pleco pond, if you want Java moss, let me know. At least 30 people said, oh yeah. And so it was first come, first serve. And so the first person that said it is gonna get the most of it, and then maybe I'll hit up the second person too, and we'll see how that goes. So, all right, I'm gonna get a bucket and take care of this water hyacinth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the water hyacinths out. The great thing about water hyacinth, as you can see, is these roots, obviously when they're in the water, they're not a big point, but they spread out and give the guppy fry places to hide, again, places to eat. These water hyacinths didn't really do too bad in these ponds. They did fantastic in the pleco pond because of all the nutrients they were able to eat. So yeah, wasn't too bad. All right, I want to shake all these out. I did shake them out for the plecos. Maybe I didn't do a great job, but to be honest, once I saw I couldn't see any fry, I was pretty depressed and decided there was nothing there. So these are going to go in the compost bin. My wife has a compost bin. And so hopefully next year we have some good compost. All right, I'm going to pull the water lettuce out as well if I can, and try to just separate duckweed. There's going to be some rickia with the duckweed if you're getting the duckweed. Sorry, but that's just how it goes. There's probably going to be some water lettuce too, because I can't get them all because there's a lot of them. These were sent to me by Keith from KJE Aquatics. Keith's the man. He tried. Oh, look at this Anacharis. That's Anacharis, folks. I don't know where I got that from. Maybe Keith also. I probably just dumped it in here, see how it would grow. I started the fish room with Anacharis and it was great. But then I started getting Java moss, and I like the Java moss better. All right, that's it for the pulling out the crap, the water lettuce. All right, now I thought I had a little bucket for duckweed, and it appears I didn't bring it out. All right, well, let's improvise, adapt, and overcome. All right, we're gonna try to scoop. Ooh. We're going to try to scoop the duckweed without getting any guppies. And this water's pretty cold. Based on my hand thermometer, I would say the water is at about 64 degrees, which you can certainly keep guppies at that temperature. They will certainly survive. They may not breed as much. They're not going to grow as fast. They're not going to eat as much. They may be more susceptible to illness. I don't really know because I don't normally keep them at that temperature, but I know they've survived. After I put the guppies out here, we had a couple warm days and then 2 days and nights where it was cold, like in the upper 50s. And the fish were fine. I didn't lose any from temperature. I did lose some in that pond right after I put them in. I'm not really sure why, but I'm sure I have a plethora, a poop ton, if you will, of fry to make up for it. So this is the most tedious part, folks, and I know you're listening to me anxiously awaiting to see the amazing fish that we find in here, because you know they're going to be incredible. They are going to be dope. They are going to be epic. I don't know how many other adjectives I can say. Oh, by the way, folks, in my last video, the guppy breeding video, I mentioned that a Styracosaurus was a carnivore, and as soon as I said it, I realized a Styracosaurus is just like a Triceratops, and which is not a carnivore, which is a herbivore, and I meant to edit it out, and I didn't, and a couple people called me out on it. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I did know that it wasn't a carnivore. Alright, fishy folks, I pulled out the crushed coral. Just gonna leave it on the lid for the other tank for now. This pond is getting pretty cloudy for me moving it around so much. So I'm gonna finish taking out the duckweed and stuff, and then probably let it settle, and then maybe grab the GoPro, see what we can see under there, and then start catching some fish. There is a lot of good looking fish in here. Alright, fishy folks, do me a favor. Stand by, replenish your snack and beverage, and look at the Anacharis. I like the Anacharis. We're gonna put it in some of the totes, some of the tanks downstairs. All right, stand by. Hiya, fishy folks. Alright, I am done for the most part cleaning out the plants. I've shut the pump off. We're going to let this pond settle. We're going to go to the other pond and start grabbing duckweed and stuff out of that. And here's what the pond looks like. I do have a little bit more to take care of. I'm probably going to do that and then go to the next pond and let this one settle. Grab the GoPro, get you some 4K underwater footage, and then start pulling some of these gorgeous guppies out. I mean, they are amazing. Lots of different colors and varieties, of course. I'm pretty excited, actually. All right, guys. Stand by. All right, fishy folks. Mutt Guppy tub number 2. This one is the one I lost a couple in the beginning. Don't really know why. We're gonna start doing the same thing though. Taking out the hyacinth. I got a couple hyacinth from my local fish store to start, and then Keith from KG Aquatics sent me some, and they did really well in here. Also, guys, I did put a couple of plecos in here when I cleaned out the pleco tank, just to see the pleco tub, just to see what would happen. What is that? Oh, huh. Wow, there's a ginormous, I don't know if you can see that pleco. It's probably not. He's huge, huge, I'm telling you folks. I'm gonna grab the camera and show you. Stand by. Hopefully I don't scare him. All right, fishy folks, there he is. He's a huge male, or as I like to say, Jersey style, huge, right there. Oh, I thought I saw babies. And of course he's alive, luckily. I thought for a second you'd see me point to a dead pleco live on TV. That would suck. All right, fishy folks, I'm gonna get back to work, cleaning this up. You don't need to watch. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, I took care of the sump, if you will. We have the lower Laguna tote, and then the upper Laguna tote, which I just put the top on and used as a shelf for the 2 big pieces of wood. Nice wood. And this bucket has all the plants I'm saving for myself. There's a little bit of Java moss. Of course, there's the crushed coral from the second tote. And there's Anacharis in there as well. So I do have a ginormous bag full of duckweed and other floating plants. If you are first on the list, I will contact you and make sure you still want it. Give you a price for shipping. Once you pay, I will ship, assuming it is today or tomorrow. And I can ship on Monday when I ship the rest of my stuff. All right, fishy folks. I'm gonna finish getting organized here and start the GoPro. Stand by. Well, all right, fishy folks, I've drained most of this 100-gallon tote. These have the blue Delta guppies in them. I don't remember how many I put in. I'm sure somebody remembers. We all know my memory sucks. Anyway, I drained it. I do see quite a few adults, really fat and happy adults. I believe I see some fry. This did not have a net on it. It did have plenty of plant cover, and I did have, you can see I did have that, oh boy, I almost dropped the camera. I did have that milk crate in there with some plants growing out of the top. This tub did the best with the plants. Next year I'm going to start a little bit earlier with the plants and hopefully get some really nice growth. Just because it looks nice, and it's another challenge for the for Michael from Michael's Fish Room. All right, fish folks, I don't know if you can see, the water is pretty dark in there. I don't know if you can see the moving guppies. Let me see if I can't zoom in a little bit and see if we can't see them. I don't know if you can see them. I can see them, but all right, fishy folks, I'm gonna go ahead and catch these out, or I should say net these out. I'm gonna show you the harvest from the Blue Delta tub. Now, I've caught some out of here to sell. I had a pregnant mama inside that dropped fry just after I put these guys out here, but when customers wanted them, I took them from here and sent them. So they got really fat, plump, and healthy guppies. All right, folks, I'm gonna net them out and show you what I got. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, time to catch Laguna 60-gallon tote tub number 1 of Mutt Guppies. Let's do this. One scoop and I got like 10 and some gunk. We don't need the gunk. Wow, there's a huge mama. Let me put this over here. No, that's not gonna work. But I'll lean it up against the house. Hopefully it'll drop it, because that would really suck. I'm gonna try not to disturb the bottom so much. I got some fry, because I will have to come back probably after I think I've gotten everything, and then after I think I've gotten everything a second time, and do another sweep for good old guppies. There's still a lot of Java moss in here, which I thought I got it all, so that's also going to cause a little bit of a conundrum, if you will. All right, another scoop. Man, these look good. These look great. Very healthy looking. Very colorful, lots of mixed colors. Looks like we have a couple with the Dumbo ear gene as well, because with some big ears. All right. A lot of these, if you remember, are dark in color and they're very hard to see, so I just put my net in and scoop 2 or 3 and a ton of mome, which is no problem. We love the mome. There's one. There's one. All right, I think it's time to let it settle. Oh, there's one. I think it's time to let it settle. We'll let the viewer settle as well so we can see what's in there. Ooh, boy. Ooh, Nelly. Got some fry. Yeah, definitely the way to go is to put a cover, a net of some sort on top of your ponds if you're looking for production. If you just want, you know, fish outside and have them grow and be healthy and not have to have a filter and so on, then you might not need a net or something on top. I see a huge female I'm chasing, a yellow body, so she's easy to see. She outswam me, and all I did was catch, I think, mome. Just check. Yeah, just mome. Put that over the side. All right, folks, it's time. She extended her stay in this vacation tub of hers. It's time to let this tub settle. All right? I say that, but I see fish on the surface that are easy to catch. I just caught 3 or 4 of them. Now, of course, the viewer is all cloudy from mome, and the neighbor's dog is barking. That's not my dog. All right, folks. Definitely time to let it settle. Stand by. All right, fishy folks. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pain in the hiney. You can see how low the water is in this tote and how low the water is in this tote. By the way, it looks like fry were dropped in both totes within the last 24 to 36 hours. I have itty bitty tiny black guppy fry in this tote. Every time I put the net down and just let it sit, one of them swims in. So I caught about 20 of them. I don't know how many are left, but I'm gonna let it settle for a little while longer and see what we got. I also have to take whatever guppies made it to the overflow. You can see there's some in the top right there. I'm fine. So yeah, I drained these down about, I don't know, 80-90%. You can see there's still some guppies swimming in here that I didn't catch yet. Trying to get all the stuff I want to save. This actually I don't want to save. It's just a little bit of Java moss, but a ton of debris, which I don't really want. So that'll go in the compost. By the way, I did use on my mag drive pump, I did use that big filter, pre-filter, so I didn't suck up anything that I didn't want to suck up. I didn't clog the pump, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. I took out the big pleco that was in here. I thought I put 2 plecos in here, a male and a female, last week, but I guess I didn't. There weren't any eggs in the cave, so we'll see how he does when we put him back in the tank. Blue Delta tub also drained pretty low, and there's still some guppies in there. I'm letting that thing settle. So I'll be back in a couple hours actually after I let this settle, and then we'll tackle the red cobra guppy tub. That might be a whole video on its own, start to finish. So all right folks, stand by. Hiya fishy folks, I am back. I am just about finished, and by just about I mean about 80%. So I broke down the Mutt Guppy tubs and the sump. There's still a little bit of water in them. Tomorrow morning I'll dump them out, turn them upside down, take care of all the plumbing. I'm gonna leave that where it was because I thought it worked really well, at least for me, in the situation that I have. I do have some different plans for next year, and I hope to buy some more tubs. It's a good time now and over the next couple weeks and months to check your Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for a stock tank. A lot of people at the end of the season, they just want to get rid of them cheap. And if you can buy them, you know, if they're 150 new and you buy them for 75 used, that's probably a good deal for the 100 gallon ones. I am kind of looking for a 300 gallon tub. I do want to do Mutt Guppies in a 300 gallon. I think that would be spectacular, but if I can get one for the right price. Anyway, sorry about that tangent. It's real easy for me to go off on a tangent. So I broke down the Mutt Guppy tub, I broke down the red cobra tub, and I broke down the blue delta tub, and the blue deltas are spectacular. Now I didn't have quite the yield of the blue deltas that I thought I was going to have. There was definitely fry, there's definitely some juveniles in there, and I did pull, I think, at least 2 trios out of there to sell. So, you know, that being said, this is what they look like, and they've been in this container for a couple hours actually. They just kicked up some mold, but look at the colors on these girls and boys. They are beautiful, and the girls look like they're ready to pop. So there's one in there that looks like he's not supposed to be in there, so I'm going to pull him out, put him in the mutt tank. I can't wait to show you the mutts. They are spectacular, and I have a legitimate poop ton of them. I'm going to have to split them up into a couple different tanks, let them get acclimated, and then eventually I'll put them all in the big mutt tank, but for now they're going 2 different tanks. So again, mutt sale, buy 5 get 1 free. Should be up on the website by the time you see this video. By the time you see the video and you put your order in, more than likely, if you do it quickly, I'll be able to ship them on Monday. If not, it'll be the following Monday. So also a reminder for those of you looking to buy fish from Michael's Fish Room, starting October 21st, I won't be shipping until the week or 2 before Thanksgiving because I won't be in the country, so I won't be able to ship. So if you want your orders, get them in before October 21st. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the red cobras next. Stand by. Alright fishy folks, I want to show you the red cobras and the mutt guppies. Now, this is just a sampling of the red cobras. It appears that at least one of the females dropped about 30 or 40 fry last night, this morning sometime. They're tiny. Lucas, my 7-year-old, who's been really into the fish room lately, wanted to help, and I want to encourage him to get into the hobby like all kids that I want to encourage. So I let him net some out, and I think he mistakenly put a couple of the first nettings in the mutt guppy container and not the red cobra container, because I was pretty sure I had more adults, but he's trying to help. It happens. He says he didn't do it. It's okay. Anyway, here's just a sampling of the red cobras. I have about 3 times as much. I actually couldn't find the one male that I know I had, and you can see some juveniles, some subadults, and there's a couple of fry in there. I don't know if you can see them. There's one real close to me, but the females are real fat and happy. They're gonna drop about a gajillion fry in the next couple days. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty excited. I currently have, well, I had 3 tanks of red cobras. I have a tank up here, I have a tank down there, and then I had a 3rd tank that had some females that dropped fry, and I was letting those grow out in there. And the reason I have more than one tank of a couple strains actually is, if one tank crashes, I have another tank. Like, you know, and to be honest, red cobras are the best-selling guppy on the website, and I just can't make them fast enough. So, you know, the idea of Michael's Fish Room is most of the fish are homebred. I have gone to some wholesalers that I do quarantine the heck out of and then sell, so that does happen too, but all the red cobras are homebred. So, what I did was I took that one tank, the 20 that's on this side of the fish room, and I just put I took everything out of there, combined it with another red cobra tank, and then put all the outside guppies out there. Now I know what you're gonna say, Mike, are you gonna quarantine them? Yes, I'm going to treat them like new fish in the fish room. So they're not gonna get a water change. They're gonna get the meds. The trio of meds that I'm using right now are ICX from Aquarium Solutions, Furan 2 from API, and General Cure from API. General Cure? Yeah. Anyway, I'll put links in the description below for those. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at supercichlids.com. If you buy them on Amazon, do me a favor, just click my link. I do make about 1/10 of a penny of a percent when you buy, but it all adds up. So, saving for a couple things in the fish room. I'm gonna have a wall built. I build it myself, but I don't have the time, nor do I have the desire to do manual labor because I'm old and fat. And I want to buy a label maker for shipping, so I don't have to print and then tape. I could just print the label. Not that you really care, but that's what I'm saving for. That's what Michael's Fish Room's next purchases will be. Anyway, without further ado, I want to show you some of the mutts that I got from the majestic Mutt Guppy ponds. That's right, folks. I said majestic because they are amazing. The massive Mutt Guppy tubs, 2 60-gallon Laguna totes and a 20-gallon sump, produced, I can't even tell you how many fry. I mean, also fry in both tubs probably again this morning. Little tiny black fry, as I said. So hard to catch, but Lucas and I spent all afternoon and most of the morning trying to catch fish, and that's what took so long, because there was a ton of fry and I don't want to lose any. So without further ado, drum roll please. There's just a sampling of the deliciousness, and this viewer is probably not doing it justice, but look how big that female is on the bottom. Look at this one right here, this blue one. Oh my god, that is, I might have to keep that one for myself. Wow. These are stunning. Stunning, I tell you. Much like this. Stunning. Alright, fishy folks. I hope you find these as stunning as I find them. I'm trying to get them closer. Look at them. They are amazing. Can you see that one? I hope you can see that blue one with the Dumbo. Oh man, that is beautiful. Alright, folks. that does it for the massive Mutt Guppy and outdoor pond setup for 2019. Hope you guys liked it. I'll have everything in a series, in a playlist for you. And you know, don't forget, Mutt Guppies, buy 5 get 1 free until the end of, you know what, let's make it until I go away. So until, let's say, October 14th. All right, fishy folks, hope you guys liked it. Leave your comments below. Yeah, that's it. Hope everyone has a great day. See ya. Bye. Adios. You know what this is called. Yeah, this is a great video. Hiya. And show you the harvest from the Blue Delta tub. Now, that's tub, folks. Looks like we have a couple, maybe with the Dumbo ear gene. Wow. All right, fishy folks. I want to show you the. Yes, I'm gonna I'm gonna start over. All right, fishy folks. It is about 8 o'clock on Saturday night. It was a long day cleaning out the ponds. I cleaned out the Mutt Guppy tubs, both of them, and the sump that had some fry in it. I cleaned out the Blue Delta. I'm sorry. It was the Blue Delta. I don't know what I'm sorry for. That was dumb. Alright, fishy folks. I'm back. The camera's at a weird angle. And I just kicked it. This editing stuff is hard.